Hello and welcome again to Battle Ready. So, not too long ago, several weeks, maybe a couple months at this point.
Yeah.
We did a little review on the first 3 Hammer and Bolter episodes.
Which was A Question of Fate. No. Wrong one. Bound for Greatness.
Yes. Old Baelai.
Yeah, and what was the first one?
I don't remember something cards.
Uh,
Tarot. I don't remember.
The Tarot cards.
But
I don't know. The Inquisitor one.
yes, but this week, they released 3 more episodes,
Yep.
all of which are, again, they're little independent,
Not
20,
really
30
continuous.
minutes vignettes. Yeah, it's not an ongoing plot line like Angels of Death or anything like that. So they're just little stories. And so we wanted to review sort of the final 3 and give you our thoughts on those 3.
Wait, final 3 as in the last story?
As in the most recent 3.
Okay. I'm like, that's the end of Hammer and Bolter?
They haven't announced any more. I don't know if there's going to be more or not. But the final 3 are Fangs, A Question of Faith, and Echo...
In the Garden of Ghosts.
In the Garden of Ghosts. Okay. So let's start with Fangs. Drake, what did you think of Fangs?
Fangs was not my favorite.
Is it not your favorite?
No.
Okay, well, what did you like and not like about it?
I didn't like it because it was the whole thing was very repetitive. 3 guys are chasing 3 monsters. They all die.
Well, let's not give away any secrets here. All right, we're going to try to be spoiler-free. But I still enjoyed it because the fight scenes are pretty cool. They're pretty brutal. You're going to see some, blood and guts.
Yeah, a lot.
But, and they're well done. The fighting is cool.
Yes.
But I agree with you that the whole storyline is pretty straightforward. It's 3 novices or initiates. I don't know what they're called. I don't know the 40K lore good enough.
Yeah,
well
neither do
enough. But they're trying to become space wolves, and so they have to perform some large feat and kill some large animal. And 3 of them try.
Yeah.
And you get to see what happens when they try to do that. And that's it. There's no final reveal. There's no twist at the end. It's just sort of a story. It's very straightforward. That said, I still liked it. It was fine. It was good. I don't know that it's something that I would say, I would never tell somebody, if you're gonna watch something, watch Fangs. But it was an enjoyable watch. It was fine. All right, how about A Question of Faith? What did you think of that one? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. That was my favorite one.
Of these 3?
Yes.
Yeah, mine too. Why did you like it, and what was good, what was bad?
There was a lot of shooting.
The fighting was great. There was a lot of shooting, a lot of swords. There was some sword action.
Yeah, a lot of swords.
What else did you like?
I like that there's a storyline behind it, not just something that's just standalone.
That is
Nothing to back it up.
That was a fun thing about this one is even though it's still just an independent story, right? It doesn't link to anything else in Hammer and Bolter. You get the sense that it's part of something bigger.
Yes.
It goes into a little bit of history. It goes into a little bit of what might come next. That was pretty cool about it. One of the things I liked, the action was great, but it really focused on these 2 Sisters of Battle, I think. I don't know. Sorry if I'm naming the wrong alliance there. But it's focused on these 2 people who are basically, hunkered down. Well, they're hunkered down and they're waiting to face wave after wave of bad guys. And
waiting for salvation to come from
exactly.
their other battle sisters.
And they don't know if they're going to make it or not. And even in those times,
that's what they call battle sisters.
Yeah, that's my guess too. But even in that time, they're still, one of them sort of focused on the battle. One of them's focused on her duties as a priestess type thing.
Priest keeper. Holy.
It's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun, and the fighting is
great.
All of the Hammer Bolter ones, the fighting is really good. So that one was, I agree. I think that was my favorite of this slot of 3. All right, and then the last one was the Garden of Ghosts.
In the Garden of Ghosts, yes.
So this was actually the only one where there's no, I can't say no, but it's not Imperium focused.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Old Baelai since it's told from the perspective of the orcs,
But there
but
is
it's
a lot
still
of
Imperium focused,
So
right? It's their
technically-
tale of the Imperium.
yeah. Although out of all 6, Old Baelai is still my favorite.
We'll get there. We'll get
It's
there.
the best.
But in the Garden of Ghosts is really from the perspective of the Drukhari as they go through an ancient or fallen craft world. And maybe it's not the Drukhari. Maybe it's the
Some sort of Xenos.
well, it's the Dark Elves, basically.
Eldari.
Is that what they are?
Yes, Eldari.
Okay.
They had gems.
So it's all about them. Now, what did you think about that one? Did you like it? You not like it? What'd you like? What'd you not like?
It was interesting.
Okay.
I can't put it into this was great, this was horrible. It's right in the middle.
It's right in the middle. Well, I thought it was pretty cool because it was fun seeing the perspective of something that wasn't a Space Marine, right? Or a battle sister. It was cool seeing the struggle from a different perspective.
While fighting Space Marines.
Yeah, they did fight the Space Marines, so you do get to see Space Marines still in it. It was also cool to see you get this idea of former glories, and then it ties this planet-wide battle thing with, they're looking for the survival of their species and stuff like that. So it's got these big narrative themes going on, but very high level. But at the end, or really throughout, but towards the end, it really focuses it in on a very personal message to one of the characters. And I thought that was great. I really liked the way that it sort of pivoted that, and you get sort of a big sense of why they're doing things, and then also a very microcosm why this one person, or elf, or space elf,
Xenos.
is doing things. So I really appreciated it. It was different than all the other ones. Old Baelai is a little different than the rest because of the orc perspective.
Yes.
And Garden of Ghosts is a little bit different from the other ones.
Because of the
Maybe because of the elf perspective, but also because of the way it sort of translates into this single person story in the end. So let's rank them. Favorite
my
of
favorite.
all six.
All 6?
All 6.
Baelai.
Baelai. Yeah, no disputes there. I think Old
No
Baelai
questions
is the
asked.
best one. All right, second favorite.
A Question of Faith.
I think I would agree. I think A Question of Faith is probably my second favorite
Yes.
also. Third.
I think I might have to be the Inquisitor one.
You think the Inquisitor one?
Yeah, I really like it.
I would go with Bound in Faith.
Bound for Greatness.
Bound for Greatness, that's the one. Yeah, I really like that one. The tale of the chaos infiltration. I really like it. Mm-hmm. All right, number 4.
The Garden of Ghosts.
Garden of Ghosts is my number 4. Number 5.
Fangs.
Fangs. And my number 5 would be the tarot card one that we can't remember the name of.
We'll find it.
And last one.
Wait. No, Bound for Greatness.
Really? My last one is the tarot card one. No, I just said the tarot card one. My last one is Fangs. Fangs is my last one. Mm-hmm. Why? It's interesting because when we talked before we were on camera, you were thinking Fangs might be your least favorite, but ultimately you think you like it more than Bound for Greatness?
Yes, Bound for Greatness is... It's just, there's a guy, he's working in the library, he finds something, he gets in trouble, he gets absorbed into a book. That's it.
Well...
That's everything.
I like the infiltration of it and the paranoia that creeps from it a lot. So that's why it's my number 3. I think I put it at, or 4.
4.
Did I say 3, 4? One of those. But it's good. And they're all good. And Fangs, good fighting, fun creatures that they go through, pretty bloody, pretty gory, but ultimately very straightforward. There's no twists, there's no turns, there's no creeping doom. It's just, here's some guys that did some stuff. And, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's why it's at the end for me. Mm-hmm. All right, well, that has been our sort of assessment of Warhammer Plus's Hammer and Bolter. Overall, plus or minus?
Plus.
Big plus. Big plus for me, too.
Warhammer Plus.
Yeah, anything Warhammer is pretty good. But the animations are really fun, and even though the animation style isn't as it's not big budget. It's not what you would see from a major motion picture
Like
or a
Netflix.
well-funded Saturday morning cartoon, but it's very passable, and the stories really are quite good on the whole.
Yes.
So if you haven't looked at Hammer and Bolter, if you've just been watching battle reports or other things through Warhammer Plus, or if you're not a subscriber and you thought, oh, maybe I would want to check some of those out, that's our review, and hopefully that gives you a little insight into whether it's something that you want to watch. And any final thoughts?
Wah.
Wah, of course, wah.
Especially with Old Bailey. There's a lot of.
There is a lot of wah in Old Bailey.
Wah.
All right, well, this has been Battle Ready. Thank you for watching.